guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. My name is Austin Betha and I'm really glad to have you here. Please do hit the subscribe button before you leave and also give this video a very big thumbs up at the end if you enjoyed watching it. Okay guys, I know. Betha, what's up now? There was a fight. How come you did not bring the gist to us? See, there's some things you cannot talk about tired. Yesterday night, I was extremely tired and I told myself, see, just leave it, okay? It's better for you not to bring the gist at all than for you to bring it and start fucking up, okay? So yeah, let me just tell you what happened yesterday. The drama started officially yesterday and I'm like, oh my god. Let me just tell you people, I did not watch the show on my TV. I watched it on my DSTV now app and I was in the cab and I was shouting like, ah! You know, it was just really crazy. What happened? There was the birthday trivia. Biggie had told them, okay, split yourselves into two. You know, team 1 had to be headed by Nengi because she's head of house, while team 2 had to be headed by Wathoni, who is the deputy head of house. Now, I'm not even going to go into details about, you know, what the trivia was about, even though it was all about sports. You know, they were asking them questions. Who was the first player to finish up? I'm like, I beg, I'm not interested. Now, the part where I got interested was where the basketball started. Okay, it was the part where Wathoni had called Katrina's name. Now, Katrina was actually Nengi's group, and she's like, Katrina! And Katrina was like, wait, who is calling my name? And then Wathoni is like, I'm the one that called your name. What are you going to do? I'm like, sister, calm down now. We never reach like that now. And let me just tell you guys this before we go into the gist here. Katrina and Wathoni have not been getting along since they got into Biggie's house. I don't know what the rivalry is about. I don't know what they are dragging, because obviously it's not man. So I really don't understand. So that's why when Wathoni called Katrina, the thing just gave Katrina a very bad signal, like, is Wathoni that is calling me, because on a normal day I don't see the need for anybody to not be like, hey, who is calling my name? I could tell that she knew it was Wathoni that called her, so she was like, who is calling my name? And then Wathoni too, trying to be all defensive and trying to be all confrontational, like, yes, I called you, what are you going to do? I'm like, now wow. And then Katrina was like, see, how dare you call my name like that? You have no rights. You have no right to call my name like that. Even if you have issues with me, don't even call my name like that. Am I your mate? Am I your mate? I'm like, am I your mate? For Biggie house, I beg, not just carry that leg up, because and that title they vex me. Which one am I your mate? Even if you like be 100 years, as far as we're Biggie's house, we are housemates. Nothing concern age from there. And just when the whole thing was getting all heated up, that's when these people knew that they would go on the commercial break. See, I never hate commercial break so much the way we hate them yesterday. I was like, what kind of nonsense is this? What kind of... By the time the commercial break was now over, it looked as if everything had already died down. I was like, Jesus. Anyways, at this point, yeah, the game had finished. They were all inside and everything. But Katrina kept on yelling. Like, Katrina is like that person that when she gets angry, that they shout. While Wathoni is that person that once she gets angry, she go they cry. Because that's exactly what played out yesterday. I'm like, yo, Wathoni, why are you crying? Why are you crying? Like, go and give this girl back to back. Like, which one be cry? I trust myself. I trust myself. I don't be fight, but you see mouth, I will use my mouth and finish you. Because you cannot come and be telling me, I'm not your mate. Your mate for where? Anyways guys, when the whole shouting was still going on here, some housemates took Katrina to another room while some of them took Wathoni to another room. And Katrina was like, look, if you have issues with me, just avoid me in this house. Avoid me in this house. You'll be acting as if we are friends. Meanwhile, nothing will happen. You start crying. Like, she was just going on and on and on and on. While in the other room, yeah, people were trying to calm Wathoni down. They were also trying to advise her that next time she shouldn't sound all confrontational. That why would she say something like, I'm the one that called you, what will you do? You know, that things like that can actually provoke the other person. That she shouldn't have said that. She should try to just avoid things like that. That at the end of the day, if she fight to anybody, taxi there outside, we will carry them, go house. And the man that was like, Dorathy, I beg, tell her, speak louder so she can hear. Any small fight, taxi there outside. Now when they finished talking to Wathoni, she was just pacing around the room, about to cry. In fact, at some point she started crying. Like I said, yeah, she finds it very difficult expressing herself when she's like very angry. Like she's one of those people that will start crying. After a while, yeah, Prince now came inside to meet her and was trying to calm her down. He also told her that she shouldn't have asked Katrina, what are you going to do? He was like, see, you don't need all of that. You know, people fight for irrelevant things in this house. You shouldn't do that. You know, just calm down, but let's go so that you can eat something at least, because you've not eaten. And then Wathoni was like, hey, I'm not eating, no, I'm not eating. Guys, let me tell you why she said she's not eating. It was because Katrina was the one that made the food. So yes, once you are fighting with me like this, don't eat my food. If not that one, I go they fight with you. And the days when I go they fight with you, now the days when I cook chicken, you know, when I cook turkey, when I cook all this type of things, I will pick a fight with you so that you will not eat, so that I'll have more portion. Yes. Now while all of this was going on with Wathoni, Katrina on the other hand was still boiling as well. Because I told you guys now, baby, you know, they calm down. You know, she was like, And then, you know, Kidwaya now came and hugged her, tried to calm her down. Oh, as she collect hug from Kidwaya like this, all the hot water when they boil for her body, everything just freeze because she was just like, oh yeah, give it to me. I'm not saying she said that too, but then the way she was hugging Kidwaya, I was like, okay, tell her for Kidwaya in this house, because this hug when he give Katrina don't cool her body. You know, she was just really calm, and I was like, okay, you know what, it's fine. I get it. We girls, we can fight for just minute things. And like I told you, it's not even about the calling of the name, it's about who called the name. Because again, if it was somebody else that called Katrina's name, I don't think she would have reacted that way. And if it was someone else that asked who called my name, Watoni would not have responded with, I'm the one that called you, what are you going to do? So again, now the bad blood when already did her body before, now it don't manifest yesterday. And I can categorically tell you that that was the first fight ever in Biggie's house. Can we get some hallelujah? Because I mean, at the end of the day, we need drama. We need drama. I don't want anybody to break their heads, but at least let them just give us little, you know, basketballs here and there. But guys, let me just tell you here, if they say na pepper them housemates, we will not hear the last of it. She that Messi when they follow shout like that, I been a Tacha, I been a Thelma wey get craze for it. They will change that for you because those ones they don't even have any chill pill at all. Yesterday was just really funny. I'm sure the cab guy would have been asking himself, is this girl okay? The way she was shouting, like what is her problem? But me, I couldn't even be bothered because amebo is my hobby. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, let me now tell you guys about their Friday arena games that they had last night. I mean, it wasn't so much of a strange game because again, if you watch Big Brother, you will know that okay, Big Brother is used to bringing one skeleton into the arena, then he'll give them like a task and all of that to do blah 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 blah. Now the aim of yesterday's task was more like a worldwide appreciation of medical workers and lab scientists. Okay, now Big Brother gave them the instructions of the game. It was like once they call your name and the buzzer rings, all you need to do is kit up as fast as possible. Now for kitting up, what you need to do is sanitize your hands first, pick up a stethoscope, wear your hand glove, wear your hairnet before starting the course. Now the first task was for them to recreate a first aid box that Biggie had already placed on the table. You know, so there was like a bigger box of different items and they were like empty containers. So once they call your name, for example, once they call Praise, what Praise is expected to do is pick up an empty container, try and put into that container all the things that are already in Biggie's own and then label it with his name. And they had to be really fast about it because Biggie gave them 2 minutes each to complete the entire task. Now once you finish replicating the first aid box, you move on to the next task. And for the next task is for you to carefully dispense a medication. Now there's a doctor's prescription of 5 green tablets, 5 blue tablets, 5 yellow tablets, and you have to make sure to administer the same dosage the doctor has prescribed. If you put 6 green tablets, you are wrong. If you put 6 blue tablets, you are wrong. 5 of the 3 colors, okay? Biggie also told them that once they finish administering the drugs, once they finish sorting out the 5 yellow tablets, 5 blue tablets, and 5 green tablets, they should take it with them, like it's a gift from him to them. And you guys will be wondering, is it actually their medicine? It wasn't actually tablets, it was actually chocolates. I think it's this gongo. When I was in primary school, we used to call it gongo. I don't know what they call it now. I know that it has one touch name, and I can still see it in my head, but the name does not want to come out. So yeah, it's sharp chocolate. Now the last task was for them to fill up a test tube with the beakers without actually touching the test tube. You must use the test tube holder to pick up the test tube, fill it up, and then keep it carefully. He also told them to be careful not to touch any tiny obstacles on the floor. Biggie had placed some tiny obstacles that look like virus on the floor. He told them that they should make sure not to touch it. If you touch it, you'll be penalized, you'll be given extra 10 seconds and all of that. Oh, come and see drama yesterday. So the housemates, they will wear their nets. In fact, they were tearing the nets, tearing the gloves. Number one, Eric was just so clumsy. Everybody they try struggle to do this thing. Eric, when he got to the point where he was supposed to put the test tube and put the chemical inside the test tube, that's how the brother spilled the whole chemical. Like the whole thing poured on his clothes, poured on the floor. I'm like, guy, relax, comport yourself. Anyways, at the end of everything, Biggie told them that they all failed. Like none of them even got it right. And let me tell you, he forgot Bright O. By the time he was saying this, they all failed. Bright O had not done his own. Bright O had to now come out and say, Biggie, you've not called me. And then Biggie was like, oh, Bright O, it's your turn. And then when he now went, played the game, still failed like every other person. Biggie was not like, I thought that you being the last person, you will come and vindicate the other housemates. But then all I can see everywhere are pairs of torn gloves, torn hairnets, you know, just rubbish this area. I'm like, oh, this Big Brother self is savage, oh. But then Biggie mentioned that despite the fact that none of them actually got the game right, none of them actually completed the task per se, that he wants to appreciate Nengi and Lilo because they were the ones that actually went the farthest. I mean, to some extent, they carried out the task in a more, I don't know if I'll say professional manner. They were not professional, nobody was professional, but then both of them actually did very well. And you know, when Biggie mentioned their names, I was like, yeah, they actually deserve to be appreciated. Hey guys, let's do small amebo. Erica and Kid Wire. Something is happening there, okay? Something is happening there, and when I see things like this, I come and say it here. Throughout yesterday, anywhere you see Erica, you will see Kid Wire. Anywhere you see Kid Wire, you will see Erica. From the time when they had their workout to the time when they had to go and eat. In fact, the both of them were eating from the same plate. At some point, Erica took Kid Wire's meat and was eating, and she said, oh, this meat is strong, this meat is strong. And then the boy now started feeding her the meat. I was like, hey, see love, oh, see love. He don't feed her the meat. You don't be carrying me chop by yourself again, Abby. I feel like they're actually cute together, and I don't know if this ship is going to sail. Guys, let me know what you think about Kid Wire and Erica, because you guys know that Kid Wire is like the very chilled guy in the house. Like, he talks when necessary, you know, very sweet boy. And you know, Erica is our smiley. Any spot she don't smile, and so I'm like, love the sweets, love the sweets. Now, moving on from that, if I come here and give you good gist without telling you the kind of conversation also had with Dorathy and Nengi, then this video is not complete. But first of all, let me just tell you people that earlier yesterday, Ozo was the one that helped Dorathy wash her clothes and even clean her shoe. You guys remember that she was telling Biggie that she does not have the capacity to wash her clothes. I mean, she's used to washing machine. Now, I know somebody was telling me in the comment section that, you know that some people are like that, they don't know how to wash with their hands, they're used to washing machine. That's not the argument, okay? What I was trying to say is, you're in Biggie's house, you need to find a way to adapt. Which Big Brother season you don't say Big Brother bring washing machine? Like, Big Brother will not give you that, so you have to adapt. So I didn't really see the need for her to go and start asking Big Brother for washing machine. That was the only thing I was trying to say there, okay? You know yourself, I know you, I just don't want to call your name because you're my baby girl. So yeah, let's just act as if it did not happen. Anyways, guys, yesterday night, like towards the time when I said I want to go and sleep, that I was too tired to film a video, that's when this conversation happened. You know, Dorathy was having a talk with Ozo, and she was like, see, you need to pick a side, okay? You cannot be using my head to be knocking Nengi's head. If you want to be with me, be with me. If you want to be with Nengi Kwanu, go and be with Nengi. You can't keep telling people that, oh, I'm your best female housemate in the house, and then the next minute you're telling people, oh, you really fancy Nengi. I'm not saying you shouldn't be with Nengi. I'm not even dragging it with you. If you want to be with her, it's fine. But don't make me look like the bad person, because all the other housemates keep looking at me like, she's the one that's coming between Nengi and Ozo, and I don't want to be that person. You need to decide. You need to make a choice. And I was like, exactly. Also, can you decide? Don't be giving us confusion yet. And then also I was like, okay, is this the point where I get to lose your number? And she was like, look, you don't even have to lose my number because I've blocked you already. Go away, leave me alone. Now, they were not talking about physical numbers and stuff, yeah. It was just a way to say, oh, do you want me to now leave you alone? Do you want me to stay away from you? And she's like, look, just stay away from me, leave me alone. That was basically what they were talking about. And when they were having this conversation, Eric was actually sitting down there with them. And then after a while, Eric was like, guy, you need to understand where Dorathy is coming from. Because the other housemates are looking at her somehow, like she's the bad belly in your relationship with Nengi. Because people have been telling us all, date Nengi, date Nengi, date Nengi. I'm like, who told me date Nengi now? I go tell her who you go date. You know, Eric was like, look, you need to decide because you don't know if Dorathy has already started growing feelings for you too. Because you guys are always together, so it's really easy for her to start catching feelings. So if you want to be with her, be with her. If you want to be with Nengi, be with Nengi. And then Ozo was like, okay, fine, no, let me go and talk to Nengi about this whole thing. Now he goes over to meet Nengi for them to have a talk, and Nengi was there. Oh, I'm shy. I'm like, what is wrong with this girl? You are shy that what? Instead of you to open your mouth and tell him, if you want to be with me, be with me. If you want to be with Dorathy, be with Dorathy. You are there saying you are shy. Just like, when somebody likes her, she always gets shy. And also I was like, when somebody likes you, like, I did not say I like you. I only said I fancy you. There's a difference. I'm like, yeah. Oh, Jabilara, yeah. I did not say I like you. I only said I fancy you. Shaming me for Nengi. Shaming me for Nengi. It was like, we need to start from somewhere, blah 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 blah. I'm like, what is wrong with this guy? See, I just hope this awesome guy is not coming to give us the Playboy card. Because how on earth will you want to eat semo and still eat spaghetti at the same time? Uncle, you should not digest. Anyway, shall that one pass. Next thing was Keisha and Lucy. I don't know, there was just a spirit of fighting in Biggie's house yesterday. Till in the night, oh. Man, I don't even know what caused the quarrel between Keisha and Lucy. All I heard Keisha call Lucy was old cargo. I'm like, yeah. What is wrong with this housemate? Like, what is going on? Lucy was like, after all people's education, after you're traveling here and there, you still don't know how to comport yourself, you still don't know how to put things in order. How can you leave used tampon in the bathroom? What kind of nonsense is that? One time again, Praise came and faced Lucy. I don't even know what those one problem was. I'm like, oh, better go and sleep. Go and sleep. Your brain is tired, okay? You need some rest, guys. That's everything I know, okay? If you watch the fight to the end, let me know, because your baby girl was tired. I'm like, no, I cannot deal with this. I need to go to bed. I need to go to bed. Guys, let me just tell you. Now Big Brother game starts, because all these ones they've been doing since we are together, we like one another. That one, the time has passed, okay? Today is Saturday, and you know, things are going to take a different turn going forward. Forget all this, I'm close to this person. Before you know it now, the person when you get close to say, go give you bass, you need to give the person both. Because at the end of the day, when I don't know myself before now, so if you can't beat the house, can't they do my brother, my sister, now you know that one. Now you just know, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, please don't forget to give me a very big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed, and I will definitely see you guys on the next one, okay?